Do the hard things. That is the video for today, day 11. Thank you so much for coming and joining me again. As you see, this is for my daily vlog. Again, like I said, I'm at day 11. And as you see, I have my tripod, so I am hands-free. I was hands-free as well when I did my video with my husband yesterday, Manu. It was really fun to have him. And just thinking about maybe having other guests. I think that's kind of fun just because it actually, for one, helps me with my nerves, and then it can actually just be practice for them too. But coming back to today's topic that I was just thinking about, and it's just really do the hard things, because it's the hard things that are actually going to make the difference and bring you closer to whatever it is that you want to do or be. And the reason I say this, without going into too many details, today I did something that terrifies me to the point of tears. Whereas, like, I don't want to do this. The anxiety was revved up. And at the same time, I was like, I need to do it because I can't stay without knowing what could be on the other side. And so after my newborn session today, I decided to go ahead and do the thing. And it was terrifying. I hate doing it, but I did it. That's the thing. And then so after, what was so interesting is that I felt such relief and such calm after doing it that, yeah, that's why I said just do the hard things. It's not very, very deep of a message. But like, for instance, I was saying that today I actually my mom is actually going to kill me for talking about this, but I told her I was going to do it. Today I had told her, actually yesterday, after doing the video with Manu, my husband, I was like, you know what? How about you come on, because you should do it. I know that you're trying to get on and do your own thing, and it involves public speaking, so why not try? And she was like, no, my hair's not done, or this excuse or that excuse. And I honor those excuses because, people only do things whenever they're ready. And, you have to respect that. But I just really want to push her to be in front of the camera with me. I mean, hoping that she sees that, I'm no stranger. I'm her daughter. But to see that it's just really, it's being in front of the camera isn't as scary as we make it out to be. But the only way to do that is to actually do it. And you can imagine it all you want. You can make up all the scenarios in your mind of what you want, all the scenarios you want about how you're going to do it. If it were you, you would do this. But it's totally different when you turn that camera on. And that's why, like, I know that, some people just like to browse on YouTube or social media, and they don't say anything, or they just like to criticize. But it's like, you should try it before you criticize, because it's actually it's not hard to do it, to show up in front of the camera, because once it's recording, it's whatever. But it takes a lot of courage to show up if you're not really used to doing it. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm day 11. I'm in day 11. And I'm just seeing that I'm so much more comfortable. But I just really want to share that with my mom, for her to be able to do the hard thing. For her, the hard thing is to actually show herself. And she's such a pretty lady. You should see her. I am going to get her on here, and I know I will. But whenever she's ready, of course. And just to build that muscle of whatever it is that you need to do. I know a lot of my friends that were in the photography world, it was a lot saying that, oh my gosh, things are changing. We need to all we need to show ourselves, because the thing is, online, nobody, because you can buy from anyone, you can buy anything from anybody, but the only thing that makes someone buy from you is you. And so within that spirit, you have to show more of yourself to show so people can know, like, and trust you and lead to them doing business with you. And so just even like that, even just like being on social media, just on YouTube, I'm not selling anything, but I do want people to get to know another side of me. These past 16 years, all of my page, my photography page is extremely professional. You know, it's just like each picture is perfect. And I slowly am learning to take the perfection off from my page and to show, like, I know, because it was so interesting. And tell me in the comments if ever this happened to you. If you look at if you're on Instagram and you look at like the insights, like if I post a story, an Instagram story, the story of the picture, which is like of a person or a baby or whatever, will only get seen by maybe 16 people. The other day I posted some random picture, a cell phone picture, almost kind of, it wasn't blurry, but you know, like on the phone, it was smudged, so it wasn't really clear. And I had posted it, and that thing was viewed like over 300 times. So I'm like, oh my God, either people are nosy, there people are just so nosy that they actually want to just see that, or I can take that as a sign that maybe it's that picture, blurry, low quality, just a random picture, is basically kind of telling me what people want to see from me. And yes, it's great to see the great pictures and everything like that. It's good for the people who are looking for a photographer. But all in all, people just look at other people as entertainment, I guess. And so just try and get used to doing like even like reels or things like that. What I would say though, just from my experience, what I'm learning is that it's best to maybe like choose one platform that you're going to work with. For me, that platform is YouTube, and I'm going to try to do Instagram as well. But oh my gosh, it's a lot. it's a lot to try and figure out. The thing is, I'm finding that I can do YouTube like this way that I'm doing YouTube. Golden. I highly recommend for the person who does not know how to edit, or knows how to edit, or hates editing, and it just takes off so much pressure. For me, I think that actually was blocking me at the beginning to try and make everything perfect and polished and look like what I see online, when in fact, if nobody is going to see my channel for now, I am manifesting that I will be seen by millions of people eventually. But if nobody is seeing me now, as of today or yesterday, why am I putting so much stress on trying to make something perfect? How about, and I would say that same thing for you. You're just trying to get out there. You're trying to make a name for yourself, or you're not even trying to make a name for yourself yet. You're just trying to get comfortable within the public eye and to be comfortable with possibly being vulnerable where people can judge you. That's not fun. But look at the benefits, the other side, that's one of the downs. But the benefits is so many more benefits than the not benefits. So yeah, just try it, do it scared. Even if you're scared sometimes, like you can just, I remember the first time I hit record, like I posted, it was actually on Instagram. I posted, it was, two things on Instagram that I did that were super uncomfortable. The very, very first thing that I did, but I'm just going to talk about what I was just talking about before I lose my train of thought. It was, I pressed record, and then after I uploaded my video, and then after I shut my computer, I was like, I don't want to see it, as if that's going to make it go away. But I did it. I did it. And what another thing that I was going to go back to, oh my gosh, the very first one, I was like, this is last year when I'm like, I need to get more comfortable in front of the camera and all of that jazz. And what I ended up, oh my goodness, these mosquitoes, goodness, end of summer, is I decided to go on Instagram Live. And that was, and still is kind of terrifying for me, not gonna lie, but having done nothing at all, that was, oh my gosh, it gave me so much anxiety because I don't know, I didn't want to seem ridiculous because, now if there was a way to do an Instagram Live and you hide the people that tune into your live, no problem. I think I could do that. But the thing is, when you do a live, it shows like you might just very well be talking to yourself and it just be zero, like that, just that I, and it says zero. And you're like, okay, I'm doing a live and nobody even cares to show up. So the things that come in your mind is like, I'm a failure. Nobody wants to see what I have to offer. Nobody cares about me. And basically all of the lies that we all tell ourselves to kind of talk us out of greatness. And yeah, it's just like, it's so easy to be so harsh on ourselves. And yeah, so I hit live. But before, what I ended up doing was, so I have my 3 kids. So that's already 3 people that I'm like, okay, you guys, I text everyone, I need you guys to show up for my live. So at least I don't look stupid. Then after I text my husband's at work. So I'm like, it's hit or miss if he'll be able to join. I'm like, I'm doing it at 11 a.m. So that's 4 people. I text my mom, I text my brother, and yeah, that's pretty much my little circle. And so at the time, can't even remember, I want to say it was done on a weekend. So my youngest, hit or miss at 11, she could be awake, but she probably was asleep. So you know how teenagers are. So I really couldn't necessarily count on her. So if she could make it, I think she would. Though she definitely would. Then I had my daughter, Layla, who's in college. If she's not in class, she will absolutely be there. My mom, 100%, I don't even have to doubt she's going to be there. So I was like, I have at least one guaranteed person. And then after, I had my husband, who, again, if he's free at work, he can go in a little corner and tune in. That'd be great. And excuse me. And my brother, just really depending on if he was working or not. And so yeah, I did that live and I pressed record. I did not know what I was going to say. I had like a script of what I wanted, a topic of what I wanted to talk about. And soon as the camera turned on, so when you go on Instagram Live, you have a countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And soon as it came to 1 and it says you're live, my mind went completely blank. And from adrenaline or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. And right then and there, I actually see like 5 people that had tuned in. I don't know who they were. They were probably like followers on my page. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in if you're watching this video. But then, yeah, I just ended up, I don't even remember what I talked about. But I was just basically, I think it was something about saying like helping people and I don't know, helping photographers kind of get into that next step that they wanted to do. And there was one particular lady that had tuned in that was not my family. And she told me, she was like, oh my gosh, I just love your video so much. And I'm like, my video? Okay, well, thank you. And I was really touched. And not only I was touched, I was actually encouraged. Like, okay, well, I spoke to just one person. I'm telling you, it just takes that first one person to be able to what is he doing? Well, excuse me. It just takes that one person that believes in you or that's just really like, what do you have to say? And that led to me doing another one. And this time I had my son Caleb on with his college friends, because they're all young entrepreneurs trying to make their way, their early 20s, trying to figure out life. And they wanted to know how I went about having a successful photography business and career, and if I had any pointers for them. So I went on live with them, and people were tuning in and they were asking questions, and that was a lot of fun. That was unexpected, that people would actually entertain it and like kind of join in. And so, but I wouldn't have known that had I not done it. But the other side of this is, when you do something like that, basically what you need to do, once you decide that you're going to try something different, the next step that you need to do, hey baby, the next step that you need to do is you have to keep it up. It's a muscle that you have to continuously train, because if you stop it, you lose it. And so just with that in mind, if you want to do like an Instagram live or whatever, you have to not just do it once. You can't just show your face even on YouTube just once, because you have to build that muscle. And so it's just all kind of works within itself. And the cool thing is as you're doing it, the more you do it, the better, not only the better you get, but the more confidence you get in talking, in ad-libbing, and finding things that you can say, things that you can add. And but it all starts with doing the hard thing that it's so hard for you to do. And that is usually your key to, if you have resistance to doing something, it's probably because that is the exact thing that you need to do. And so just kind of take that as a sign that whatever it is, if it's hard for you to do, maybe that's the thing that you need to try and do. So all that to say, I still don't know what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. However, I am going to give my mom another try to see if she's ready. And I think that this is a safe space, right? So have her on, and I just really want her to talk about how wonderful she is. You know, she knows her life by heart, and she has a lot of knowledge that she can share, that she's shared with me, that she can share with the world. And so but it all starts with that one decision of trying to do the hard things. So I think I'm going to stop the video right here. If you have any comments or anything to say, I would love to read your comments in the comment section. And if you have, if you've ever done anything hard, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you did, and it was hard and you did it anyways, let me know so I can cheer you on as well. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in for my day 11. You know what came to my mind was that I know a lot of people say, you know, if you like and subscribe or whatever, I don't even know what to say. But I will just say, if you like following my little journey of trying to find myself and trying to find myself and to just find my journey and find my own space and just try to figure out life in this YouTube bubble, in this social media bubble, I would love for you to like this post and subscribe to my channel. So I think that's how you say it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.